Pawn's Wrong Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, this crusty old man, Bob Arum, Mr. Dinosaur, Mr. a.k.a. someone changes diapers immediately. Someone changes diapers for me, please. Bob Arum is going to state for the fans of Manny Pacquiao's and fans all over the world to leave Manny Pacquiao alone. To leave the old man alone, Manny Pacquiao. That he wants no part of Terrence Bud Crawford. Bob Arum gonna make me crash this car. That Manny Pacquiao wants no part of Terrence Bud Crawford. Oh man. Bob Arum's gonna say that guys like Bud Crawford and Errol Spence is just too aggressive for Manny Pacquiao. Really. For a guy that's promoted Manny Pacquiao, it seems like this guy got short-term memory. And I understand, look, I understand Bob Arum is old, so of course, you've been around old people, especially his age, they forget so much. They forget a lot of things. So I understand he forget who Manny Pacquiao is. And it's just sad, y'all. Sad, sad, sad. Hold up, 5-0's on my left. 5-0 on the left. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Look, I'm one of those people that said, you know what? Manny Pacquiao should retire. But it's not because he's old. It's because he got nothing left to prove. See? Bob Arum, it's not that Manny Pacquiao won't fight Errol Spence if he don't want to. It's not that he don't want to fight a Bud Crawford if he don't want to, or Dinosaur Garcia. It's because he got nothing left to prove to a Bud Crawford or an Errol Spence. Got nothing left to prove. You know it. I know it. Everybody in the boxing world knows it. Even the casuals know it. Manny Pacquiao got nothing left to prove. That's the only reason that Manny Pacquiao wouldn't fight nobody else. After what Manny Pacquiao displayed versus Keith Thurman, which was the #1 welterweight of the world, the most accomplished welterweight of this era of the bunch, of the Errol Spence, of Bud Crawford, of Dinosaur Garcia, Sean Porter, Ugas, and the rest of them. Manny Pacquiao beat the undefeated, the guy with the better resume at the welterweight division, Keith one-time Thurman. Regardless how people want to see Keith one-time Thurman, regardless, oh, he came off the Josecito fight, Josecito Lopez fight, oh, he came on 2-year layoffs. At the end of the day, Keith Thurman was the one that unified the titles before Errol Spence, the one that had the best resume out of all of them at the welterweight division. And this guy's gonna say that Manny Pacquiao wouldn't compete with a Bud Crawford. Who the hell this man think he is, ladies and gentlemen? Who this crusty old man think he is to say that? Because he's not under your promotional company no more? Huh? It seems like if you're not under Bob Arum will totally disrespect you. You know what, Bob Arum? For a guy that's been so prestige as a promoter, you don't do a good service for boxing by saying those stupid kind of comments. Why would you say that? Why would you say that to a person that has put millions and millions and tons of millions of dollars in your damn old ass pockets? Why? Now, is Manny Pacquiao a young man? No, he's not, and we all know that. The difference between Manny Pacquiao at 41 and a regular 41 is that people like Bob Arum seems to miss the point when it's time to analyze Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, #1, is a freak of nature. And when you're dealing with a freak of nature, you do not deal in trying to compare ages to other guys that are normal and they're just average. You do not compare the regular 41-year-old boxer or athlete to a Manny Pacquiao, because he's a freak of nature. Okay? Scientists can't understand what Manny Pacquiao is all about. Scientists they can't come up with a mathematical problem and say, oh my God, this is Manny Pacquiao. He is made out of what? Now, the least he could do is respect Manny Pacquiao. That's the least he could do. Especially a guy that put him in front of a Jeff Horn because he knew Manny Pacquiao was on his way out. Yes, I'm going with the conspiracy theory, yes. He put Manny Pacquiao to fight Jeff Horn in Australia. Now, what kind of promoter would have put Manny Pacquiao to fight somebody else in their homeland, and you can't come up with a fight for Manny Pacquiao in his own country, in his practically his whole career? Manny Pacquiao fought everybody and their mama in their hometown, and you couldn't come up with Manny Pacquiao fighting in the Philippines. Thus, the robberies. Thus, you really was looking forward to attain another or make an international superstar, because your international superstar was on his way out. And yes, he did. He ran. Manny Pacquiao ran away from your old ass. And the reason why you don't want him to put, maybe in your mind, the reason you don't want Manny Pacquiao to fight a Bud Crawford is because you saw what he did to Keith Thurman. Has anyone talked about Keith and Tom Thurman that much? Huh? What Keith Thurman gonna do next? Is anybody talking about what is next for Keith and Tom Thurman, or who Keith Thurman is gonna fight? Has anyone said, whoa, Danny Garcia, you're gonna fight a rematch with Keith and Tom Thurman? Manny Pacquiao, is Errol Spence or Keith Thurman? Is Bud Crawford or Keith Thurman? No, nobody's really talking about Keith and Tom Thurman. It's unfortunate. I'll talk about him, but let's keep it real. A lot of people in the sport of boxing has really forgotten about Keith and Tom Thurman. And you know, that not even Bud Crawford gets the type of views like Keith and Tom Thurman. Yet you understand the sacrifice that if you put Bud Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao and Bud Crawford loses, who Bud Crawford is going to fight after that? I mean, he can't get no PBC fighters now. The pound for pound thing will be gone. He wouldn't have the proper resume in the welterweight division. Hey, and I love Bud Crawford. I love all these guys. But promoters know the real reason you don't want to put a Terrence Crawford and a Manny Pacquiao is because you know, first, you ain't gonna rob Manny Pacquiao on this one, not with money. You ain't gonna get that cut. He ain't trying to give you that type of cut. Also, you know that could be a downfall career-wise for Bud Crawford. And hello, Bud Crawford is not a young dude. Bud Crawford is older than Keith and Tom Thurman, is older than Errol Spence. Manny Pacquiao has no lose-lose situation, and Bob Arum, you know that. He's always in a win-win situation, especially now that he's 41 years old. Because if Manny Pacquiao loses, we all know it's because of his age. It will be because of his age. PR, public relations, will play it that way. Manny Pacquiao is in a win-win situation regardless. But Crawford is not. Errol Spence is not. None of the guys is not. That's what happens when you got nothing to prove and you up to age and you just a man. Look, I'm tired. You know what I'm tired of? Is boxing personnels always trying to find a way to discredit their own sport by discrediting the fighters. Now, if Bob Arum is genuine about that, he just doesn't want to, if he feels the same way I may feel about that Manny Pacquiao got nothing to prove, I wish he just says it that way. But an old man calling another man old, especially an old man that gets his diaper changed, or needs his diaper changed right now for that comment. He probably was a lot of piss on himself on that one. How an old man gonna tell a 41-year-old man that he an old man? No. How about Bob Arum, you retire? You have done enough in the sport of boxing. Thank you very much, Bob Arum. You has been a good ambassador to the sport of boxing. You bring a lot of events, a lot of great, memorable events to the sport of boxing. But it's time for your little crusty ass old man to actually sit your butt down for the next 7 to 10 years you got left. God forbid, but come on. Let's be real, mister. You probably got 10 years tops. And God bless, you lived a long life. But please, no more interviews for Bob Arum. He's gone cuckoo. He is off the cliff. Please, don't do it to yourself. For other boxing media, just pull the plug on your interview when you hear some dumb stuff like that. Because it's not... Look, he's old, man. It's not, you're not gonna get nothing real good. And we don't want to make fun of the elder. We don't want to. This is not an attack on Bob Arum. But sometimes you need to put old people in their place. And he ain't gonna change. Old people ain't gonna change. So you gonna say some more dumb-ish. Right? Man. Funny. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know, man. Subscribe to the channel. This is Punch Drunk Boxing. You already know, man. God first, everything second. I hope everybody is safe out there with the coronavirus. Hope everybody's self-quarantined. On to the next, y'all. Like it, share it. You already know, man. What more can I say? What more can we say?